Today I'm going to talk to you about how to get that A star in A-level psychology. Big picture, what you need to think about is a three-part framework: comprehension, retention, and application. In the context of A-level psychology, comprehension refers not only to remembering the names of certain theories or certain studies that you're going to have to bring up in questions, but also thinking about the reasons why certain steps were taken and remembering and understanding elements of biological principles that explain certain pathologies. Obviously, once you've understood something, you also need to remember it. So keep in mind that given the fact that you have so much information, it makes sense to make mind maps, flashcards, summaries of certain theories and certain areas of psychology that you want to focus on in that moment. One very important thing to remember in psychology is that actually they want you to bring up theories that have specific authors and specific goals that they set out in the experiment. You need to know them by memorizing them, but also bringing them up in context in the correct moment. So the final step in our framework is application, where you take all of the information that you've understood, that you've learned, and you can remember, and apply it appropriately to the different types of questions we'll have in psychology. What are the different types of questions that we might have to face? Well, you have three types. You have short answer recall, AO1, application to scenarios, AO2, and evaluation and essays, AO3. Let's talk more about AO1 questions, so those that ask you for short answer recall. You want to avoid unnecessary information and give them 2 or 3 sentences of very clear, relevant content. Take an example of a question that asks you to outline a feature of the cognitive approach. One feature that you could mention is that this approach explains behavior in terms of internal mental processes, such as thinking and memory. Consider this question. Tom is anxious about his exams and he's avoiding revision. Use the learning theory to explain this. What can we do with this question? So always name the theory that you're going to talk about, operant conditioning, and then use the information and apply it directly to the specific question. So in this case, Tom's avoidance is negatively reinforced because it reduces anxiety. So the last type of question that we're going to talk about is evaluation and essays, known as AO3. Many people find these questions really intimidating, and it's understandable because they carry so much weight in terms of the marks for the entire paper. However, if you focus not only on writing the essay, but also on planning it, you can give yourself much more clarity when answering the question. What kind of frameworks can we use in planning our essay? Usually I advise my students to use PEAL, which stands for point, evidence, explain, and link. Most questions will also expect you to use strengths and weaknesses of the argument to reference specific studies with names and dates, but keep in mind that you do have to tailor the information that you're giving to the examiners to the specific question. After you've considered strengths and weaknesses, what you can do is finish your essay with 3 strong, well-elaborated evaluation points. To sum up this video, consider the 3-point framework that we talked about at the beginning, which applies to your revision and learning process overall. And then don't forget to consider the type of question that you have in front of you to make sure that you're scoring as high as you can to get that A star in psychology. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, share it with a friend, and don't forget to ask any questions through a comment below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. At Spires, world-class tutors are just 1 click away, and we can instantly match you with academics from Oxbridge, the Russell Group, and Ivy League universities. Tutors are available in 20 countries and in countless subjects. So take care, and we wish you the best of luck in your studies.